We begin our coverage at this hour. The headlines locally include Doug Burgum reelected as North Dakota governor, longtime House member Collin Peterson trailing in the race for the 7th District, and North Dakota voters have come out in record numbers for this general election. Let's begin our coverage at this hour in Minnesota's 7th District as it continues to show support for the challenger, Michelle Fischbach. She has led in the early going of tonight's election over longtime incumbent Collin Peterson. And right now, with 202 precincts reported, she is up 53% to Peterson's 40%. Fischbach supporters have gathered in Spicer, Minnesota to follow all of the developments tonight. And that's where we find Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie. She joins us now from Spicer. Courtney, must be a little pretty festive there.
Yes, Mike, it is. It is quite the party, as you can see behind me, and it is still going on. And you just missed a really big celebration because Michelle just came out and actually gave a statement before going back into the war room to continue to watch these results come in. Now, before she left, I got to talk with her a little bit and ask her how she was feeling about some of these results. You know, she started off with a massive lead, and now things are starting to kind of level out between her and Peterson. But she says that we're still trending in the right direction. It's too early to count the votes, but she said she is optimistic, and she's obviously hoping for that result at the end of the night. So we will keep you posted, and a little bit later in the 10 o'clock newscast, hopefully we can let you hear from Fischbach. For now, reporting live in Spicer, Minnesota, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks so much. In the race for Minnesota's U.S. Senate, DFL incumbent Tina Smith has led and continues to lead over challenger Republican Jason Lewis. With 32% of precincts reported, Smith has nearly 54% of the vote to Lewis's 38%. As we mentioned earlier, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is thanking voters for their support. The incumbent Republican easily winning a second term to lead North Dakota. And with nearly half of the precincts reporting, the governor has a wide lead at 64%. In a statement released about an hour ago, the governor addressed the challenges that the state of North Dakota has faced and is dealing with it, saying by working together, we will emerge stronger than ever. All right, let's go now over to Callie Hubbard, who has been covering the challenger. Dr. Lentz, the veterinarian from the western part of North Dakota. Callie, you spoke with her earlier.
That's right, Mike. Dr. Lentz told me that going into the election, she knew she had a mountain to climb, but she says that she was willing to climb it barefoot if she had to. Dr. Lentz said her campaign put everything they had on the table and couldn't be more proud of what they accomplished. She went on to say that people have reached out to her saying that their lives have been changed just by her running.
No, there's nothing I would do differently. I'm glad to have run the way I ran and thrown my hat in the ring and lead our party to our next step. Again, win, lose, or draw. I mean, we are a North Dakota values party.
I also got a chance to catch up with Zach Rackenrud running for North Dakota Congress. For more on his latest interview tonight that I had with him, download our VNL News app. Mike.
All right, thanks so much, Callie. With nearly 67% of North Dakota's votes, Representative Kelly Armstrong, as we mentioned earlier, has won another term to the U.S. House, marking his second consecutive win after serving on the state Senate for 6 years. Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley spoke with Armstrong about the win tonight. She joins us live in the studio with what he has planned for the next couple of years. Bailey?
Yeah, Mike, Representative Kelly Armstrong says he's humbled the people of North Dakota to serve another 2 years, saying while he's extremely excited, it's time to get back to work, saying another COVID-19 relief package is the most important thing on his agenda right now.
There's a bill out there that if it got brought to the floor of the House would get 350 votes. The Senate would take it up and the president would sign it. We can do that in a lame duck no matter what happens tonight. So we just have to continue to put pressure on Speaker Pelosi to let that bill move forward.
Armstrong says the COVID relief package would be targeted and specific to make sure those who have been the most impacted by the shutdowns and slower business are able to make it to the other side.
These are the businesses and the banks that sponsor our Little League baseball teams, but a straight PPP extension is going to be a lifeline to every restaurant, whether it's a diner or anything you go to, whether it's in Western North Dakota or Grand Forks.
Armstrong says, of course, oil, gas, and agriculture are long-term issues he will continue to fight for in North Dakota as well. Mike.
All right, Bailey Hurley reporting in the studio. Thank you. Polls are closing in parts of the nation as results are expected to arrive in key states soon. The first candidate to reach 270 electoral votes, of course, will win the election for president. But with mail-in voting reaching unprecedented numbers in 2020, it's not clear when it will be known whether President Trump gets a second term or former Vice President Joe Biden becomes the next president. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
As President Trump monitors election results from the White House, CBS News projects he has won the state of Indiana and its 11 electoral votes. CBS News also projects victory for the president in states where he was expected to do well, including Oklahoma, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Earlier, the president talked about his chances of winning as he visited campaign headquarters in Virginia.
I think we're going to have a great night. But it's politics and it's elections, and you never know. Winning is easy. Losing is never easy. Not for me, it's not.
President Trump looked for big turnout from his supporters at the polls today.
I like the course we've been on. Keep our taxes low. I don't believe in socialism or communism.
Early exit polling revealed supporters of President Trump are more concerned about the economy, even over COVID.
The president is hosting invited guests at the White House for his election night party. Among those here tonight are cabinet officials. I'm Natalie Brandt in Washington.
I'm Michael George at the Biden campaign headquarters in Wilmington, Delaware. Senior Biden officials say they're confident he's going to win, even if it takes a while. CBS News projects Joe Biden has won a number of states, including New York, Massachusetts, and his home state of Delaware.
We're going to rebuild the middle class.
Yeah! The Democratic presidential nominee capped his election day in Delaware.
I'm superstitious about predicting what an outcome is going to be, but I'm hopeful.
A CBS News exit poll finds a majority of voters think the U.S. efforts to control the coronavirus are going badly, which may help Biden.
There's no justification for all the negligence that has gone on for the last 4 years.
Biden is hoping to capture a large share of first-time voters.
I voted for Joe Biden because I felt that his policies best aligned with my views.
Michael George, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
And Vice President Joe Biden is still expected to address the nation from the Chase Center in Wilmington, Delaware, joined by his wife Jill and running mate Senator Kamala Harris. We want to show you something neat right now. It's our election tracker here at Valley News Live. We want to take a look at where we're seeing now 12 states blue for Biden, 15 states red for President Trump. This is a device where you can interact with this map on your own right on our website, valleynewslive.com, or on our VNL News app. It's free on the App Store. The tracker is a great tool. It's updating in real time, and there are several ways that you can manipulate it to check out different races. Stick around. Our team coverage of Election 20 continues right after this break.